tutakuja kuendelea kukwambia mawili matatu ambayo yanahusu mgogoro huo wa Goma. Na mtazamaji wa Sadc, karibu katika matangazo ya moja kwa moja ambayo yanaendelea hivi sasa Ikulu ya Magogoni jijini Dar es Salaam. Kubwa ambacho kinaendelea hivi sasa ni waandishi wa habari wanasubiria kije kielezo kile ambacho kimezungumzwa katika mazungumzo ya faragha ama kete ya tete kwa lugha ya Kifaransa, ambayo imekutanisha pamoja wakuu wa nchi na serikali kutoka Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki EAC pamoja na Jumuiya ya Maendeleo Kusini mwa Afrika Sadc. Viongozi hao wakuu wa nchi na serikali wamekutana kutafuta suluhu ya mgogoro ambao unaendelea Goma huko mashariki mwa Kongo. Na mkutano huo leo ni siku ya pili. Jana kulikuwa kuna mkutano wa mawaziri wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki pamoja na Jumuiya ya Maendeleo Kusini mwa Afrika Sadc, na leo sasa ndio wakuu wa nchi na serikali wamekutana, lakini kubwa ni hilo la kutafuta suluhu ya mgogoro unaoendelea Goma kule mashariki mwa Kongo. Na kama nilivyofahamisha awali, mgogoro huu unahusu kikundi cha M23 na jeshi la serikali ya Kongo, na umedumu kwa takriban wiki mbili mpaka tunavyozungumza hivi sasa. Mamia ya watu wamepoteza maisha, zaidi ya watu 900 hadi sasa wamepoteza maisha kutokana na mgogoro huo wa huko Goma, na bado mambo hayajakaa sawa sana. Ndio maana tunatafuta suluhu ya mgogoro huo ambao unaendelea huko. Tunakupeleka sasa Ikulu ya Magogoni ili upate kufahamu kile ambacho kinaendelea hivi sasa. Baadhi ya viongozi ambao wameshiriki pamoja na Rais Samia mwenyewe, lakini Paul Kagame wa Rwanda, Felix Tshisekedi wa Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo DRC, lakini nimemwona Emerson Mnangagwa wa Zimbabwe. Haya, kwa sasa basi tukupeleke moja kwa moja Ikulu ya Magogoni ili kufahamu nini ambacho kinaendelea kutokana na mzozo huo wa mashariki mwa Kongo.
After joint summit met in Dar es Salaam in the United Republic of Tanzania on 8 February 2025 in a cordial atmosphere to deliberate on the security situation in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The joint summit was co-chaired by His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya, and the Chairperson of the EAC, and His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and Chairperson of Sadc. The joint summit was attended by the following heads of state and government: His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya; His Excellency Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe; Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania; His Excellency Felix Antoine Tshisekedi Chilombo, President of the Democratic Republic of the Congo; His Excellency Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa; and His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, President of the Federal Republic of Somalia; His Excellency Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda; His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda; His Excellency Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Republic of Zambia; His Excellency Lieutenant General Gervais Ndirakobusa, the Prime Minister, representing His Excellency Evariste Ndayishimiye, President of the Republic of Burundi; His Excellency Ambassador Tete Antonio, Minister of External Relations; Republic of Angola, representing His Excellency Manuel Lorenzo, President of the Republic of Angola, Honorable Nancy Gladys Tembo, Minister of Foreign Affairs, representing His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makati Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, Honorable Ben Alor Paul, Minister of East African Community Affairs, representing His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan, Honorable Lieutenant General Lala Monja Delphine Sahivelo, Minister of Armed Forces, representing His Excellency Andre Yaholina, President of the Republic of Madagascar. The opening session of the joint summit was attended by His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission. The Executive Secretary of Sadc, His Excellency Mr. Elias Magosi, and the Secretary General of ESC, Her Excellency Veronica Nduva, participated in the meeting. The joint summit noted that both the ESC and Sadc summits held on the 29th January 2025 and 31st January 2025, respectively, recognizing that they have both been involved in the process of bringing lasting peace and security in the Eastern DRC, that call for an immediate joint summit of SADC and EAC to deliberate on the way forward regarding the deteriorating security situation in the DRC. The joint summit expressed concern on the deteriorating security situation in the Eastern DRC, which has resulted in the loss of lives, creating a humanitarian crisis as well as suffering of people, in particular women and children. The joint summit also expressed condolences for the loss of lives in the recent attacks and also wished a speedy recovery to the injured. The joint summit also expressed concern about the escalating crisis manifesting in attacks on diplomatic missions, embassies and staff based in Kinshasa, and urged the government of DRC to protect lives and property. The joint summit recollected that both the ESC and SADC summits had, upon deliberating on the security situation in Eastern DRC, called for a cessation of hostilities and immediate ceasefire, B, restoration of essential utilities and supply lines for food and other essential commodities to ensure humanitarian support, and peaceful resolution of the conflict through the Luanda and Nairobi processes. The joint summit considered the report of the joint meeting of ministers of ESC and SADC on the security situation in Eastern DRC, and emphasized that political and diplomatic engagement is the most sustainable solution to the conflict in the Eastern DRC. The joint summit directed the ESC and SADC chiefs of defense forces to meet within 5 days and provide technical direction on immediate and unconditional ceasefire and cessation of hostilities, the provision of humanitarian assistance, including repatriation of the deceased and evacuation of the injured. C, develop a securitization plan for Goma and surrounding areas. Opening of the main supply routes, including Goma Sake Bukavu, Goma Kibumba Rumagambo Kalegera, Ruchuru Bunagana, and Goma Kiwanja Rindi Kanyabanyonga Lubero, including navigation on Lake Kivu between Goma and Bukavu. E, immediate reopening of Goma Airport. And F, advise on other related facilitative interventions. The joint summit reaffirmed the official role of both the Luanda and the Nairobi processes and directed that the two be merged into a Nairobi-Luanda process. The joint summit further resolved to strengthen the two processes to enhance complementarity and mandated the co-chairs, in consultation with the African Union, to consider and appoint additional facilitators, including from other regions of Africa, to support the merge process. The Joint Summit directed resumption of direct negotiations and dialogue with all state and non-state parties, military and non-military, including the M23, and under the framework of the Luanda-Nairobi process. The Joint Summit called for the implementation of the concept of operations, CONOPS, of the harmonized plan for the neutralization of FDLR and the lifting of Rwanda's defensive measures and disengagement of forces from DRC as agreed in the Luanda process. The Joint Summit directed that a joint meeting of ministers of EAC and Sadc convenes within 30 days to deliberate on the report of the joint meeting of the Chiefs of Defense Forces on the ceasefire and the cessation of hostilities, the establishment of Secretariat-level technical coordination mechanism to monitor the implementation of the Joint Summit decisions, and an elaborate roadmap detailing immediate, medium, and long-term implementation measures, including financing modalities, and address all other residual issues relating to the attainment of sustainable peace and security in Eastern DRC, and make appropriate recommendations to the next joint meeting of the EAC-SADC Summit. The Joint Summit directed that the modalities for withdrawal of uninvited foreign armed forces from the territory of the DRC be developed and implemented. The Joint Summit reaffirms solidarity and unwavering commitment to continue supporting the DRC in pursuit of safeguarding its independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, as well as sustainable peace, security, and development. The Joint Summit decided that similar consultations shall be convened at least once every year, as and when need arises, to review matters of common interest to the two regions. The Joint Summit congratulated Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan and the government and people of the United Republic of Tanzania for hosting the summit. The Joint Summit expressed gratitude to the chairpersons of EAC and SADC for successfully co-chairing the Joint Summit and for their leadership towards the attainment of lasting peace and security in the Eastern DRC and wider region, and express its appreciation to the EAC and SADC Secretariat for the preparatory work undertaken leading to the summit, done at Dar es Salaam in the United Republic of Tanzania on 8 February 2025 in English, French, Portuguese languages, all texts being equally authentic. I thank you.
Na mtazamaji wa TBC1, ilikuwa ni maelezo yanatolewa ya kile ambacho kimejadiliwa na wakuu wa nchi na serikali wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki kuhusu mgogoro wa Goma huko mashariki mwa Kongo, Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo, mgogoro ambao umedumu kwa takriban wiki mbili hivi sasa. Na jana, kama tulivyofahamisha mapema, walikuwepo mawaziri wa Jumuiya ya Maendeleo Kusini mwa Afrika SADC pamoja na Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki EAC kwa ajili ya kujadili mgogoro huo, ambapo wametaja viongozi walioshiriki katika mkutano huo ambao ulikuwa ni tete a tete, mazungumzo ya faragha kwa muda mrefu. Kisha waandishi habari wamepata fursa ya kufahamu nini ambacho kiliendelea huko. Ndicho ambacho ulikuwa unakishuhudia. Basi baada ya kupata maelezo mafupi yaliyojiri kuhusu mwelekeo wa kutafuta suluhu ya mgogoro wa Kongo, tukuache uendelee kutazama vipindi vingine ambavyo vinaendelea hivi sasa hapa TBC1. Asante kwa kuwa nasi. Bila shaka baadaye kwenye taarifa yetu ya habari saa 2 usiku